Good morning, Prairie Dogs, and happy Monday morning. Hopefully everyone is in their marvelous gear as we start another marvelous week here at Pioneer, where we celebrate each student's super ability each and every day. And on Mondays, we wear our marvelous gear just as a reminder of how marvelous it is to be here. So remember, on Mondays, we wear our Marvel gear. All right, and now we have our friends from Miss Davis's class to help lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance for today.
Hatton Huda, Liam, Melody, Eliza. Ready? Hatton Huda. Right hands on your Ready, salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, and thank you again to our friends from Ms. Davis's class that helped lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance. And remember that we do record from our indoor flagpole to feature you on our video announcements. So we look forward to this week's class that will be helping us on our video announcements for next week. All right, and let's not forget our August Superpower of the Month, brought to you by Miss Mooningham from our pause room, is the superpower of inclusion. Inclusion is that power to make others feel that they belong, no matter what they look like, where they come from, or their abilities in and out of the classroom. So we want to make sure that at Pioneer, we are building an inclusive environment that everyone feels included. And there's a great story that goes along with this month's superpower, which is all are welcome. So don't forget, teachers, you do have the link in your email, and families, you do have the link for this video to share at home with your students. And remember, this is all about the power of inclusion, and all are welcome here at school. So a great story to feature this month's superpower. And this week, we will be working on our hero training. So families, there are more resources that were shared in the parent square that went home for this week's announcements, and you can find more information here on the resources. Hero training, students, is what we will be going over this week in class, and at the end of the week, we will be having our lockdown drill this Friday at 1:20. So we look forward to all of our students learning more on how to remain safe in the event of an active situation with our hero curriculum. All right, and ASB applications are due today. Yes, that's right, they are due today. So make sure that you have followed all the requirements required so that you have your application ready, because tomorrow you need to make sure that you're signing up for your interviews, because by the end of this week, you will have your interview, and next week is posters and campaign with speeches due next Monday. So make sure that you're meeting all the timelines, and if you have questions, see Miss Jensen or Miss Castillo, our ASB advisors. All right, and this week is a minimum day. So we do have our first minimum day. Our schedule is here. Remember, all students are released at 12:55, but our TK students remain on their same schedule. And that evening, we will have our back to school night, where you get to come to our families will come to campus, and you'll get to meet teachers and see the classrooms that your students have been working in, and also learn a little bit more about the skills that they're going to be working on this year. There's going to be some delicious food from some vendors. You can purchase some Pioneer gear. So we look forward to a great evening with our community this Wednesday. And this week, our indoor flagpole class will be Miss Grego's class that will help lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance. And we're still waiting for our president and vice president that will be leading us in our announcements on our indoor flagpole days. Parents, the school site council voting has gone out, and it will remain open till Thursday, August 14th. Thank you to all those families that were nominated and are on the ballot for our school site council for this school year. All right, and we do have some opportunities, so make sure to put them on your calendar. Tuesday, August 12th, our fourth grade will be hosting a fundraiser at Chipotle. So make sure to share this flyer or code that's on the screen. Those funds do help the fourth grade with their different events and activities they have planned for students this year. And cross-country tryouts are coming up. They will be held next week. Students, make sure that you are getting ready by running a mile. That's what you'll have to do at tryouts. You'll have to run a mile all the way through. Permission slips will be going home later this week. All right, and it's almost time for auditions. So this year's musical will be Disney's Frozen Jr. The pre-audition meeting that will be held in the library will be Wednesday, August 27th. That'll be 1:15 to 3:45. Make sure that you're there, and attendance is mandatory to try out for the play. All right, and we did have a couple of shout-outs. We wanted to recognize our friend Cash in the 5th grade. Cash has been running all summer. I don't know if you remember, but at the end of the year last year, he competed in the Junior Olympics, the Valley Championships, and he has not stopped. He has continued to qualify for bigger meets, and he has been traveling all over the country. He was in Texas last week competing at the Junior AAU Junior Olympics. Congratulations, Cash. Keep working hard, and you keep running towards that finish line. We love watching you race, and congratulations for all your accomplishments. We also wanted to give a shout out to Oscar at Ospey Signs Design. He's been helping design our shirts that we're going to be selling here soon for our Spirit Wear this school year. So again, thank you to Oscar and all of his help that he's been giving to us here at Pioneer. All right, Prairie Dogs, let's not forget that we need to remember to pause and be kind. So when we're pausing and being kind, remember that we're present at school, we're always kind, we're working hard, and if we do those things, Prairie Dogs, we are going to be successful. And remember, when we become upset, that's that opportunity for us to take the peace path. Now, when we become upset, our brains aren't thinking, so we need to make sure that we're taking 3 deep breaths that will help our brain think and calm our bodies down. When we do that, we can make the choice to either talk it out, walk away, make a new friend, or get help. But remember, Prairie Dogs, it's important that we always keep our hands, feet, and other objects to ourselves so that we remain safe. And our quote of the week, there will never be a better time to start than right now. So Prairie Dogs, let's start right now. Let's make sure that we're getting that work done. Let's make sure we're reading each and every night because there's no better time to start than right now. Alrighty, Prairie Dogs, that's what we have for our announcements this week. Let's make sure we're working hard. We're going to have a great week. We're looking forward to back to school night this week. And remember, Prairie Dogs, if you need help, come and see us. Remember, each one of you is great. Just allow yourselves to be. Prairie Dogs, make sure to hang tight for this week's birthday announcements.